Now I am going to show the parts of a seed. There was a gap through which the pollen tube enters the ovule. What was the name of that gap? Micropyle, isn't it? Now look at the seed, children. Can you see this opening? This hole? This is the micropyle. Look at the hole and opening in this seed. This is a black gram, germinated black gram. Or in fact you can say this is a seedling, a germinated seed. You can see this opening. This is the micropyle. And this depression or the hilar region, hilum. This is the hilum region and this is the micropyle. Micropyle, the small opening through which the water enters the seed. Now I am going to show you the parts of a seed. We have seen the external view, micropyle and hilar region. Now I am opening the outer covering. You can see the outer covering. This is the seed coat. You can see this is the seed coat. Seed coat. So this is the seed coat or testa. Outermost covering, seed coat. Now look at the parts inside. This is the part which you eat, isn't it? The edible part. These two are known as the cotyledons. Cotyledons. I am showing here a diagrammatic representation. Imagine this is the seed coat or the testa. This one, and these two, these are the two cotyledons or seed leaves, also commonly known as seed leaves. Why they are called seed leaves? In class 9 you have learned it. They are called seed leaves because generally the seed leaves are, these cotyledons are green in color. That is why they are known as seed leaves. What is the function of these two seed leaves? They store the food for the developing embryo. You can see this is the developing embryo. The embryo, one part is growing upward and one part is growing downward. The part which is growing upward of the embryo is known as plumule. And the part which is growing downwards is known as radicle. So, plumule and radicle are the parts of the growing embryo. The embryo is utilizing the food which is stored in the cotyledons. The outer covering of the seed is seed coat or testa, which protects the seed. After soaking in water, it has become soft and I can remove the seed coat very easily. Otherwise, it is not easily removed. Now these are the two cotyledons or seed leaves which store the food for the developing embryo, and these are the two parts of the embryo. The part which is growing upward is known as plumule and the part which is growing downward is known as radicle. What happened to the plumule? The plumule is going to become the shoot of the plant. Shoot means the parts of the plant which is seen above the soil, that is the stem, leaves and the branches, whereas radicle is going to become the root. So plumule is going to become the future shoot and radicle is the future root. And cotyledons store the food. Now look at the cotyledons. How many cotyledons are there? 2. That is why this plant is a dicot plant. Dicot. Di means 2. Cot means cotyledons. 2 cotyledons are present in this kind of plant. Black gram is a dicot plant. Whereas in the rice, you can see this is the paddy, the rice, which has only one cotyledon. The black gram, since they have 2 cotyledons, they are dicot, whereas The maize, which is an example of monocot because they have only one cotyledon. Like that, rice also is a monocot. Rice, paddy. So, rice, maize, the grasses. Generally, the grasses are monocots. Whereas the black gram, hibiscus, all these are dicot. What about coconut? Coconut is also a monocot plant. That's all about the sexual reproduction in a flowering plants. You have to draw and practice figure 8.8, figure 8.9. You should also practice figure 8.7 longitudinal section of a flower. Revise the lessons. I will be taking a series of oral tests, a written test in Google form. So get prepared for that. Thank you, children.